Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 40, the Big 4-0, and a return to a series I have not played since 2023, August 31st. We might not even have played then, maybe just open the game then to check it out, but it's a very cool dungeon crawler we're going to be returning to a bit here. Thought I'd try something different. And this is ep 40 of Let's Try Infinite Adventures. So let's hit play and get right into it. This is my first time playing this on my new laptop. Should be cool. Hope you guys are doing well and ready to check out some Infinite Adventures with me. Alright, here we go. The mouse is not used for this game, so if I recall correctly. Let's go ahead and load this, which is our latest save. And we're going to be checking some stuff out. As in, like, our character status and stuff. Just a quick overview. Okay. Lady Goldwell. Lorelia Goldwell. Sylvan Elf. Character creation in this game is quite awesome, and there's some really unique classes like what she is, the Stormseeker. And she's got an ancestral greatsword that we can't switch out, but we can upgrade and stuff. Blizzard Hood. Okay. If we look at the skill tree, she's got a skill point to spend. We will spend that probably before heading out. Gambits. Shows what she has an automatic chance of casting at different points or utilizing, not necessarily casting. Then we have Zostro. He's a Sohei, a Hobgoblin, male, and he was a chef. His origin is chef. Interesting. He's a pretty good, well-rounded character, using a Beldarian Iron Spear +1 and a Tower Shield. He's got a decent enough melee. If we look at hers, 110, that's quite good. His is 88, which is decent. And she has no range. He has a range of 100, magic of 73, which is better than her magic even. His magic is quite decent. And if we look at, he's also got a Blizzard Hood and Dreadmail, 2 Rabbit's Foot accessories. His skill tree has 1 point to spend. Very cool. And here's his gambits. Let's actually look at the gambits so we know kind of what we're dealing with. She has a 10% chance to absorb magic. Takes magical damage. Hostile magic is reversed and heals the wounds of the Stormseeker and their companions. 25% of magical damage taken actually restores to all players' health instead of taking it. 15% parry. Targeted by a melee attack, the use of a melee weapon to deflect attacks is a fundamental fighting skill, so she can deflect the incoming melee attack. 54% chance to riposte of it. So the Gambit trigger, anytime she evades, parries, or blocks a melee attack, it's a deadly technique that many warriors master. It's a counterattack the enemy with double crit rate percentage, which if we look at her percentage of crit rate is 7%, so 14%. Pretty cool. And Zostro, Fountain of Life. Gambit trigger is any turn that begins and there's no healing circle active. It summons a healing circle. Keep that in mind. Piercing attack. Anytime it performs a melee attack, there's a 24% chance to do 25% penetrate damage, extra damage. It says Spear versus Charge. This is very useful. Anytime he's targeted by a melee attack, up to 5 times per turn. A spear set against the foot can gore would-be attackers as they charge forward. It's a counterattack with spear before being hit and with double crit rate percentage, which takes his crit rate percentage to 14% as well. Then we've got the most powerful melee character in the group. Our warlord, Sir Draken, Sakani Draken. He's using dual warriors Onos. Longbow +1, which really isn't too useful, and he's in full plate. He's dual wielding, whereas he's using one hand with the shield. She's using two hand. It's another thing to look at. Skill tree, he's got a point to spend. He uses rage in combat, which is very powerful. Combat skills, we didn't look at these. We'll look at them in combat. His gambits are 50% charge, so first melee attack of combat. He will strike first and generate 8 rage, which is a good way to start the combat. The Schwarzbruen Warlord Legions let loose a war cry as they charge into battle that cause most enemies to turn and run. King Matthias Teals. So the lore is very cool in this game as well. Take a look at his melee 151. 15% crit rate with 185% crit power. Not so great magic or range, but super powerful melee. Then we have Professor Melanza Amaterasu. She's a professor, title C of House Amaterasu. She has a scholarly origin, high elf female. She's using a Rod of Breaking, a Spire Wand for ranged, another Blizzard Hood, and an Ascendant Robe. Some cool stuff. Her skill tree, she's got 2 points to spend, which is nice. Gambits, 10% counterspell. So an enemy casts a spell, there's a 10% chance she will counterspell. Skilled spellcasters can thwart harmful spells in the ethereal plane before they take form, and it prevents the spell from being cast. Her magic is 123, which is quite powerful, and that's where her bread and butter lies. Then Arturius, my main character. He's a B class. No title, no house, unknown origin. He's a Corsair. Archaeologist, level 37. Wow. His style is ranged, which is 121, and his melee's not too bad either at 111. Not so magical though. He's using a katana with an escutcheon shield, and his range though is an ancient hunting bow +2. Very powerful skill tree. He's got a point as well. Gambits, 18% defensive roll. Gambit trigger, targeted by an area spell or breath weapon. He can have an 18% chance to completely avoid the effects with an evasive roll that can avoid incoming danger. And Lady Luck, 50%. Anytime we hunt, gather, or mine, experienced archaeologists have an uncanny knack for finding things of value. We have a 50% chance of gaining double yields. Does not stack. Very cool. And then finally, Sister Tilly. A mendicant of the priestly origin. She's a northerner, female. She's got exploration skills. Okay, different heals and stuff. She's using a healer's serpent staff +2 with a ranged fairy wand. Not quite powerful in melee or ranged. Magic is her calling with 79. For some reason, she's using two-handed. Okay, that actually makes her magic the most powerful of the bunch at 79. She has some good gambits, 50% Bell of Peace. Anytime a healing or revival spell is cast, all mendicants carry an enchanted Bell of Peace that they use to invoke many of their spells. It could restore 12 mana for her at a 50% chance. Very powerful. Trained Surgeon, 15% chance of combat ends and an ally has an ailment. Secular medicine and surgery is an important skill set for mendicants to learn. Remove all ailments from a random ally at the end of combat. And then triage medicine, 50% chance anytime combat ends to restore 15% max life to the whole party. Wounds are easier to treat if you tend to them immediately after they are sustained. She's got a skill point to spend. So, do we want to spend this skill point now? Let's see. Mage Killer does physical damage plus Curse of Silence. Swallows the voice of the enemy with the soul gem as the sword strikes. 60% chance to inflict can't cast spells. For 3 turns. Quite powerful, actually. Maybe we should get into combat a bit first before selecting new skills and stuff, but I don't know. We'll look. I don't know how much combat we'll get to this episode. Oh, I guess we will, because we're going to be exploring the Labyrinth. Ancestral Vengeance. Increases her physical damage. In melee attack. Two-hand mastery increases physical damage, so lots of places she can go. Planar blessing. Generate astral faster. Not much in the hero's will. Increase curse resist. Bless. 40% accuracy. So 270. I like the Soul Tempest. Requirement's not met yet though. 270% magical power. Draws the fury within one's soul to create a magical storm that tears its victims apart. We'll get into that right now. So let's start with let's continue looking. Inventory. We've got some salves, antidote, bandage, corpus herbs, Gaia root removes wounds, removes curse of silence, removes curse of roots, curse of sleep, curse of fear, curse of desire, curse of blindness, creates a portal, a virgin's crystal, revive a single party member with low life, a water of life. We have 10,129 din, the gold currency. Removes disease, curse of stone, strong salves, magic rosary, removes all curses. Heals about 500 life for all party members, 50 mana. 2,500 life for a single party member, 250 mana. And that's everything. So we may need some mana potions. We have a pair of moleskin gloves. I don't know how to look at what they do right now. We have some runes, which we could possibly use. Kessons. Each front row player melee attacks a random enemy, vanguard, or for 4 power, players charge forward with their melee weapons and damage all enemies. So our front row melee is better to go with that. Salvo, each player fires a ranged attack at a random enemy, or players fire a volley of ranged attacks to hit all enemies. Actually, let's go with Barrage for that. Summon, of course, Song of Harmony. If you've watched the LP, you know about this. Summons Lyra the Compassionate. Heals all players and paralyzes the enemy. We're not going to change that. But if we would, it would be Violent Inquisition. Summons Inquisitor 8 in Greymirror, which deals physical to all enemies and inflicts Curse of Silence and Curse of Fear. Tactical's Guard Wall, reduce all physical damage by 50% for this turn. And that's everything. Formation. There's our formation. That's not going to change at all. Guild. Can just look at some stats. 971 enemies killed. That's a little bit low. I would have expected more at this point. 13,500 steps taken. Only 24 team Kessons used? Oh, 60 summons, okay. 39 yokai killed, very cool. We have no title tokens. 25% extra Denari gain, 15% for extra common drops, 10% for uncommon drops, and extra 5% for rare drops. Very cool. Codex, so our quest. We have Terror in the Night, find a soul jar. Oh, that's in Station 4. That's way behind. We never did that, but we could. I had to look up how to do that. I'll have to look up again. This is current. 1,000 Names of Kings. Escort Foster into the Labyrinth to proclaim dominion over Atlas Prime in the name of the King. Meet Foster in Station 11. We might have to do that next. Bestiary we could check out. Very cool. Shows what they drop and stuff. Atlas Runes for Shelorath, the Robot Giant. Don't know what their rare drops are. I don't know what many rare drops are of anybody in the game, any enemies. Let's head to the Adventurers Guild. Let's see if... Not going to go into a portal. Enchant. I guess we'd have to disenchant. Oh, we have to take off weapons to do this. No tomes to turn in. Let's see. Let's just see if we could do anything with this. I'm not sure. Status. He's got Warriors on Bildarian Spear +1. She can't unequip her greatsword. Let's see. Let's try the Beldarian Iron Spear +1. Take that off and let's see. We could make it +3. Actually, gives 2 extra magic attack, 2 extra ranged accuracy, it looks like, and 5 extra melee. But I'd want to disenchant it first, right? And gain the 4 corpus runes. And then we can add a +3 to it. It's Beldarian. There's also Kings with Atlas rune. We can add defense of 4. Maybe that's block. I'll have to look up the different icons. This is 4%, maybe crit. Additional. We're using Beldarian because it adds 6 magical attack for him. So that's the best for him for sure. Let's disenchant this. Oh no, it's just going to make it an Iron Spear. No, we want to add Catalyst, Atlas Rune. Boom. +3, there we go. Nice way to start. Okay, there's that. What else is there? Infirmary, Steward. We can retire, upgrade. We don't have any tokens. Training Hall. Learn Kessons for Denari. Healing Winds. Heal all players. Excuse me, by 50% of max life. That's probably the only one I would really want. Reduce 50% magical damage for this turn would be nice. But we could probably, exploration skills. Yeah, we can increase an exploration skill. We can also go to the Red Horse, or the Fearbog's Armory. Let's see, wow. Crazy. I don't know if there's anything. No, everybody's got pretty much the best of the best, I think. Yeah, the Ono, Solvalane. Why is it showing him? Oh no, the Iron Spear. Okay, he can get the Guandao actually. So maybe I should have done that instead of enchanting the Iron Spear. So let's reload actually. How do I reload? Load game. It's not gonna hurt. We didn't really do anything yet. And then from here, let's see what else we could look at. Staves. Mage staffs would be upgraded, but they're 6,500 apiece. Serpent staff is pretty good. She's got a Rod of Breaking. He's got the longbow, which he doesn't really use at all. Power wand. The upgrade ranged attack. Esther, that'd be a downgrade for both. Zostro and Arturius. Hawkeye. Be an upgrade over the Ancient Gun. 56. This takes Iron Scorpion and a Machine Oil to make. Katana. Oh no, Francisca takes a Magitech Steel. Armor. Right, you can't. This isn't the best armor to go at the top like this, so I don't know. We actually aren't wearing the best. There's Titan Plate and Full Plate. Titan Mail, Elven Armor. Different magical defense. Titan Helm everybody has, or better than. Elvish cap. Everyone has the Blizzard hood. Except Arturius. Yeah, we can definitely upgrade. There's ways to upgrade. Codex of Finding. Plus 15% common drops. An ancient manuscript full of maps with well-trodden routes to mysterious locales. That'd be pretty cool. To give someone that. I might just spend the 10k and grab a Codex of Finding. Let's make sure nobody's using that already. Belt of Constitution. Oh, Arturius is using the Codex of Finding, so I don't know if it stacks. We won't get that then. But maybe I'll get the one down. But there's the halberd. We just need a forged bow shaft to make that, which is another upgrade. So we'll go with what we have right now. House of the Mother, Deeproot Tavern, quest board. Nothing to do with the keep. Let's head to the labyrinth, guys. Boom, Atlas Prime. Station 11. Okay.
I already like it here. The sounds of barbaric creatures from a faraway world eating each other is rather calming. We will be needing Warwick with us to keep the Shizu complacent during my proclamation. Let's set out to find him.
Okay. Foster contemplates a destroyed robot as it crawls towards a lava flow.
See that there? Obedience. Pure and simple. That thing was given a task to do and it will carry out its charge without question.
I guess.
I should bring Silmyra down here. She could learn a good deal from these creations.
Probably should have bought more salves. And mana potions. Okay. We've been back here. Map. Do we have a map? Tab. There we go. Okay, so this whole floor is pretty new to us. So... wait, where'd our mini-map go? There it is. You come across Warwick's camp. He's using the hide of a firewolf to cook his meal.
Traveler, you keep some strange company now. This man doesn't have a scratch on him. Did you carry this noble all the way down here on your back?
Ah, the great hero, Warwick the Mighty. While your reputation for pilfering out an existence in dirty caves and frozen mountains is well known, I've never heard of you having a sense of humor.
That would be because I don't have one. What sort of errand have you subjected the traveler to?
Foster bows.
I am Lord Foster Dervish, a humble servant of the crown. We've come to inform these miserable Shizu that this domain is part of the Kingdom of Daruk, as linked by portal, passageway, and now, blood.
Daruk, established by Lord Dundine Dervish. A frail man he was, but a gifted politician and merchant with a silver tongue.
Huh.
Let's see, what are you eating? If it's a Shizu, and I wouldn't judge you if it is, I will spare them my speech.
Warwick looks to his meal, then to Foster. He holds up the slab of meat.
You'd be right to hold your tongue. This belongs to me. Were you to claim it as Daruk's, I might have to scuff your cloak and untidy that hair braid of yours. But before you open your mouth again, yes, I see where you're going with this. You want me to coral the Shizu so you can speak to them.
Splendid! A smart one you are. A great hero, that is. Well, smarter than most of the others, them being dead and all.
I will help silence their masses so you can deliver your message. Through this clearing is a dead end where a large group are gathered. Let's go.
Alright. Your party climbs a slope and happens upon the Shizu grouping. Warwick draws the luminous sword and the Shizu cower, paralyzed by its otherworldly glare.
Greetings to all! I am Lord Foster Dervish, ambassador from the Kingdom of Daruk. I have come to your world to let you know we claim these lands as our own. You have nothing to fear. Your concerns are now my own. Your enemies now stand against my king, your king, our king.
Murmuring unsettles the Shizu and a single warlock steps forth.
The names. Speak the names.
What? What nonsense is this?
Warwick places his hand on his forehead and shakes his head.
1,000 names. You must speak the 1,000 names. The kings of before. No king rules who does not speak the names.
Huh.
Now this is proper entertainment.
Let's see. The 1,000 names. Okay, I shall begin. Death, famine, cowardice, ruination, barbarism.
The Shizu shift, uneasy.
Plagued, forgotten, miscreated. How am I doing? It seems to me these are the rulers of your past. They are all you have been left with. I'll spare you further embarrassment. Kneel now and pledge your souls to Daruk, or I will personally embody the last king you will ever see. Wrath!
Warwick takes a step forward, pointing luminous to the warlock. Shizu scatter, fearing the blade of the Godslayer.
Lord Foster Dervish, please send word to your king. Until they have slain a god, they will command no power here.
Huh.
Great hero or not, there will be consequences for insubordination and treason.
Oh, I'm sure of it. But stuffing my ears with some rags will probably render anything you could do to me harmless.
The party chuckles under their breath.
Traveler, get me out of here. Now.
It was good to see you again, my friend. Bring this Foster with you again. I have a feeling he'd make great worm bait.
Alright. So, should we actually leave right now? Probably. As you can see, oh, we're getting into combat.
Oh, right. Fighting time.
Sure. Into a little combat. Okay. I'm gonna attack. Control inspects. Oh. Let's see what we're up against. Level 31. Attack 63. Attack 65. Attack 60. Okay, attack that one. Zostro. Throw down a healing circle. Or no, give the... Yeah, go ahead. Throw down a healing circle. You... Weapon throw. No, you attack that one. Go ahead and... silence these two. How do I... Q and E change targeting mode. There we go. Target both of them with silence. They look like they're casters. Hawk shot, focus of 40. Strikes a vital point between the enemy's armor. This will keep attacking in a row here. Sister Tilly can guard. Back 3. Whoa, dang. Okay. Hit my water bottle, guys. Locked.
Thanks.
Alright, cool. She's got... Actually, Mage Killer. Heal life, physical damage. Can't cast spells. They're both silenced. So actually just... I'll attack that guy. You... Deals 1250 damage per turn, 80% success rate. Circle of Blight. Sure, what does it cost though? 27 mana? Sure. Wow. Merciless Assault on that guy. You can pretty much just attack that one. You can aim shot that one. And you can probably just defend. Oh, missed. Oh my gosh. Circle of Blight though. Dang, it's pretty powerful. Attacked. Is she using melee? That should be using range. Mage killer. Wow, we're pretty powerful actually. Oh, and they just took a nasty hit there. Ancestral Vengeance on that one. Zostro attacked that one. Wow. Oh, that's misses often but inflicts massive damage. We actually want Brutal Assault or... Yeah, Brutal Assault. Change style, Q. Oh, there's ranged, okay. Let's throw a little... Throw a little heal on the front row.
Did anyone else feel that?
Brutal Assault, oh my gosh, 6,000.
Yeah.
Wow. Quite nice. Narcescent Gauge filled up. Shield Fragment and Staff Gears. Level up for Lorelia. Alright, how do we get out of here? This way? No. This way. Okay, simple enough quest there. What? Oh. I see. There's no direct way back to town on this level. We need to use a Virgin's Crystal. Okay, no problem. Let's hit P. Wait. R? There we go. Turns party to town. Could have used this way back there. It's okay though. Let's see. Deep-Root Tavern. 1,000 Names of Kings. Gained Elven Armor and Elven Cap. Nasty quest board. Terror in the Night. Alright. Let's go ahead and dish that out. We could use the Elven Armor. No, she would lose magic defense. Evade percentage, magic resist. Cause she's got a dreadmail, so maybe the full plate, no. Oh yeah, that'd be an upgrade, it looks like. To his magic by 2, physical defense. Whereas for him, you can upgrade 2 for him and also raise his ranged 2 and melee 2 from the, well, I took a screenshot from ranged. So wait, would it increase his melee 1? No, it doesn't increase his melee or ranged because he's got the full plate. So let's give it to him who has the Titan Mail. Actually increase there in the Titan Mail, yeah. Okay. Then we've got the Elvish Cap, which gives 28 magic defense, 2 magic, and 4 melee. So a lot of peeps can use this. She could use this, but it'd be a downgrade for her. It would increase her melee 4 at the cost of... Well, we'll look. This actually increases magic and magic defense. Blizzard Hood. So probably also, since he's using the Titan cap, we'll give him the Elvish cap. 2 more magic, 28 magic defense, 4 more ranged, and 4 more melee. It's actually pretty good. Taking his range to 123. Titan cap raises melee, but that's about it. And ranged a bit. Melee and offhand for him. He would lose magic. Wait a minute. Yeah, where the Titan cap actually for him? And maybe even the Titan mail. I was using the full plate, so it's not quite the same. His physical defense would go up 2, but his attack would suffer a bit. Did the dread mail? No. Using the elven armor? Okay. So that's that. Moleskin gloves. They give 10 accuracy. No one really needed to use that. Alright. Skill tree. Let's save now that we're back and did that. Escape, save game. Alright, let's see if we can look into the skill tree now. 2 points for Lorelia. Astral Attunement, Force Heal. Uses 25 Astral. Gain Astral faster. Absorb Magic, Gambit. Astral Protection. What about Divine Guardian? Increase Holy Resist. Oh, it's a passive. Dark Resist. Elemental Resists. Prerequisites not met. Force Field. Force Barrier not met. Increase Astral generated from any source. And this is Ancestral Greatsword attacks generate Astral. Increases magic defense passively. Soul Guard, increase curse resist. Soul Tempest. Gambit triggers start the turn with the Stormseeker dead. Will revive with level ×5 life. Quite powerful. I think I'm just going to... Let's see, what would this go up to? 10% more melee attack damage. This would go up to 72% chance to trigger when evading, parrying, or blocking a melee attack. Soul Burn, Ancestral Recall, magical damage plus random curse. This would go to chances to hit 70% from 60%. To in Mastery, Ancestral Vengeance. Let's go with Ancestral Vengeance. Take that up to 160% melee attack. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet. And Hero's Will uses all this astral we could generate. Immortal Soul. Oh yeah, we saw that. Focus Might. Powerful Stormseekers can enhance their fighting abilities temporarily. 25% physical damage for 3 turns. Plus accuracy, passive curse resist. Did we use Soul Tempest yet? No. Probably need one more in these. Hero's Will would go to 25% magic defense. I think we'll take that. And that's her points. Now a point for Zostro. Doesn't use Forbidden Prayers. Warrior Arts. This would add 12% block. To Hand Mastery, Holy Crusader. Oh, we could learn that. Unholy Crusader. This is physical attack plus holy for 30 mana. Under 50% melee attack. Arquebus. He doesn't really use the Arquebus. Could increase his piercing attack gambit 24% to 25%. Penetrate and a gambit trigger of 32% instead of 24. We go to Enlightenment down here. 340% magic power. Fountain of Life. Reduce mana cost of all circle spells. Curse resist inherent. Let's go with Curse of Light. Takes it to 360% magic power. Dispels the healing circle. Adds magical damage and holy light burns those caught in this circle. 360% magic power. Yeah, I quite like that. We can learn like Revive and stuff soon. Then we've got Sursakani Draken. Keen Blades. Dual wield. Reduce physical damage penalty for dual wield with blades. Increase damage with blade attacks. Yeah, he's using blades. Bow Mastery and Eagle Eye not necessary. This is what I wanted to get into, I think. What's in here? Smash. Yeah, physical attack plus paralyze. Can't learn it yet, so let's learn Discipline. Train the Warlord Masters of Schwarzbrunnen. Train those selected to be warlords at no cost. They accept worthy candidates regardless of their birthright, so less rage loss per step. I don't know how we get this. Have to put it in Discipline and stuff. Alright, put it in Discipline. Boom, it's level 3. We'd lose 3 rage loss per step instead of 4. We have Professor Melanza Amaterasu. Counterspell Wandlore. She doesn't have much in the way of elementals. Could learn Lightning Bolt. Nope. She's got Fireball. To guard, silence fear, silence the weak, magical damage plus dark, plus curse of silence. Killing word, kill or magical damage can instantly kill weaker enemies. Enemies level 21 or under die instantly. Others get 165% magic power. Requirements not met, so we have to learn more. Barrier. Simple curse that weakens magical defense. Or we can go into Silence the Weak, which goes to level 2. 110% magic power, 80% success rate. Versus 105 magic power. I don't know what else is there. The elements that we get into. Teleports party back to town. So it takes 270% power fireball. We have all this elemental wizardry. So might as well learn shock. Boom, and maybe lightning bolt. Actually. Okay. She also is very good at dark sorcery and arcane studies. Arturius. Anthropology, increased learning rate. 20% learning rate for enemy bestiary information does not stack. Increased damage when enemy fully analyzed. Magical damage plus random curse, an artifact from a forgotten adventure that curses the archaeologist's enemies. Increased totem resist, excavation, better rare yields from hunt gather mine. Yes. Oh, requirements not yet, so we need another point in archaeology. Let's probably get that right away. Hawk shot. Yeah, another point of archaeology. Plus 4% material drops, now plus 8% material drops. Boom. And finally, Sister Tilly, our healer, reviver, trained surgeon, triage medicine. Let's see. Bless, ways of war would be cool. Preventative medicine, increase ailment resistance. Death ward, fatal damage, reduces player to 1 life for 3 turns instead of... Well, that barrier lasts for 3 turns, but it returns to 1 life rather than dying. Reduce staff range? No. She doesn't go the ways of war, that's for sure. She's the way of healing. Although... Learning Dispel. Turn begins and an ally is dead. Divine Intervention. Luminous Glory. Could take this to 170% magic power. Exorcism. Magical damage plus holy. Sears the flesh and incinerates demons. Yeah. I think our healing's good enough. We can do that. Boom. Okay, so points spent. I will, just in case, which not really necessary, but make a save down here. Oh, that has not been played since 2022, guys. It's been 2 years. Same month, 2 years apart. Wow. We did not even play this in 2023. That is wild. I thought for sure we would have. But anyway, we're back for a little bit, so let's see. We're 48 minutes in, so we're going to wrap it here. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please consider dropping a like, give me a thumbs up. Not only does it let me know that you care, but it also is a great boon for this video, the series, and my channel as a whole. Helps the algorithm, so please consider that. You can also leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I do read and respond to all of them in time, which reminds me I probably have to answer some comments right now. I have a bunch stacked up. Or you could subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell, but only do any of these things if you really want to. No pressure by me, guys. You can click or don't click, whatever you want to do. It is all good. Hope to see you guys next time, so come on back. We'll be exploring the labyrinth, doing some quests, and exploring floor number 11. So hope to see you then. Until then, guys, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy to all of you. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh, and by the way, there will be more of this to come. We're going to play this a little bit here. So I hope to see you in the next Infinite Adventures, even. Peace, guys.